Hello guys, so we are back, and I know I've said it in the last video that we will talk about loops, we will start talking about loops, but actually we need to make a small introduction first in this video. So we will talk about branching statements. In this video I will actually show you how to use if statement. Okay, so if statement is pretty simple. You use it in this way. You write if, then you have some condition here. And if that condition is true, then do this statement. So practically, if this condition is true, the program will do this statement. So let's say we have here some other code. I'll just type a comment here, rest of the code. Let's say it's long, it's not important. And if this condition right here is not true, then program won't do this statement, won't execute it, and it will just continue to do the rest of the code. So it's pretty simple. For example, sometimes when we use if, and if some condition is true, we need to do more things, more statements. So in that case, we don't need to make, for example, if we need to do 3 things if some condition is true, we don't need to make 3 if statements. It's one is enough, but we need to use these curly brackets, and normally you need to place them like here, just underneath of your if statement. So it looks kind of better, and it's kind of hard. It's kind of easier to read the code when it's like this. So we will have statement 1 here, statement 2 here, statement 3 here. Okay. So if this condition is true, all of these statements will be executed. If this condition is not true, the program will just continue and do anything that is underneath this block here. Okay, so right now I'll show you in a small program how does actually this if statement work. Okay, so in this program I'll make a variable which is, I will name it to num from number. Okay, and I will ask the user to type in some number, and the program will give him result if that number is positive. So this program checks if the number that user types in is positive. So printf type in the number, scanf. We need to use %lf because that is conversion character for double, and place that. We use address operator to num. Okay. And now positive number is positive if it's bigger than 0, right? Okay. So if num is bigger than 0, then printf the number is positive. Okay, return 0. So right now when we print, when the user types in some number, this if statement will check this condition, and if the number is positive, it's bigger than 0, then this statement right here happens. So the program will print out the number as positive. And if this condition is not true, this condition right here, if it's not true, then the program will just continue and it won't even look at this statement. Okay, so for example, if we have here a bigger, let's say that we will use more statements, I will make another variable which will be type int a equals 1. I'll set a to 1. Okay. And I'll print here a++, and I'll print here printf %d from a, and I'll put \n 2 times, just, and I will run this program now. So we need to type in some number. First I will type a positive number, so 2.26, I don't know, it's not important. The number is positive. So this statement has been written right here. A++, so the value of a is changed by 1. It's now 2. And when we print out this %d of a right here, the result is 2. But if we, for example, type in a negative number like -5, as you can see, the program won't print this out on the screen, and it won't increment this statement here won't be executed, and that is the reason why this printf returns 1. Okay. Right now I will show you an if-else statement. So that is actually when we have some like condition. If that condition is true, in that case, I don't know, do statement 1, and else if that condition is not true, then do statement 2. Okay, so it's pretty simple. So if this condition is true, then do this. Else, and if this condition is not true, then do this. So if this condition is true, this statement 2 won't be executed. If this condition is false, statement 1 won't be executed, and statement 2 will be executed. So I can show you that in a small program again, which is pretty simple. Okay, so in this program, I will actually ask the user to type in a natural number. So those are numbers, those are whole numbers, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And then I will make this program to print out if that number is odd or if it's even. So I'll show you how to do it. Like int, I will define 2 variables. First one is going to be num. I'm going to use it for number. And the second one will be a reminder. Okay. So printf, just like in the last program, type in the number, scanf, but this time I will use %d, of course, because it's an int type number. It's an int type variable. Address operator and num. Okay. So if num is smaller or equal to 0, then printf that is not a natural number. And I will change this. Type in 1 natural number. That is not a natural number. Okay. And here I'll do else. And here I'll have a couple of statements. So I will make here reminder. I will set it to num, then the module operator, which will give me actually the reminder of the division with 2. It will give me the whole reminder. So if that reminder is equal to 0, that means that this number is actually even, because when we divide it by 2, we don't have any reminder. So the program needs printf even. Okay. And if it's not 0, that means that this number is odd. So else printf odd. Okay. So this is a really simple program. Return 0. I hope you understand it. And when we run this program, and for example, if we type in 6, we know that is an even number. So when we run it, even. Okay. Let's test for some odd number now, for like 9. Odd. Okay. And what happens when we type in, for example, -2? This is not a natural number. Okay, so this program works good. Of course, sometimes you will have one condition inside of else, like we've had right here. For example, we have else, and then inside of this we have if. But in this case, we had a bunch of more statements. So sometimes the if statement will look like this. So if condition 1, if this one is true, then do statement 1. Else, if condition 2, then do statement 2, else if condition 3, then do statement 3, and 3 dots also, then if condition n, as many as we want. And this can also be, we don't need to use it like this. This f can actually be right here. We know that the position of our code in C is not important, so we usually use it like this. If, else if, then after a while, after the last else if, we can have else, which will have some statements as, and I don't know, statement 5, statement 4. It's not important. And if all of these are not true, then this one will be executed. Okay, so if this one is true, then all of these will be ignored. If the first one is true, then all of these will be ignored. So that's the way of using this this else if statement. So that would be pretty much it for this video. In the next video, we will talk about switch statements, which are not so often used in C, but you really need to know them. And that would be pretty much it. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel too, and put the notification bell on as well to be in touch with our latest videos because we upload daily. Thank you for watching and see you next time.